Hey guys, we're building Fragments. It's a platform for investment DAOs across multiple EVM chains. The platform began with the problem that there are diligent investors in the ecosystem that are able to find certain opportunities that grow multifold, but either do not have the liquidity or the network to be able to invest or participate in them. There are multiple retail investors that want to participate in such opportunities, but even they do not have a platform or the network or the time as well as knowledge to be able to participate in such investments. We want we want to bridge this gap by connecting retail investors along with diligent investors to create investment DAOs. We believe the next phase of adoption across multiple assets on-chain will come where diligent investors who understand the ecosystem come and form DAOs and train these retail investors to invest alongside them as we've seen traditionally with funds. And we want to create this in a decentralized approach. So we spoke to over 50 investment clubs. Some of them were on-chain, some of them were off-chain. But these investment clubs ideally followed a model where a community is coming together and investing in assets of a particular type or interest. One major trend that we saw were four major governance models. By percentage split, majority of them were in weighted voting. Some of them followed a democracy, wherein each vote of the member counts as one. Some of them did a committee basis, which is ideally how a multi-sig functions, X out of Y people vote on an asset and the decision is taken accordingly. And then we saw 12% following monarchy, where there's one guy who understands the entire market and he's your fund manager and you trust them. Second thing which we understand as our key insight was that users need a more interoperable solution. Right now, Syndicate solves for most problems across Ethereum chain, but as more and more chains are coming up and assets across more chains are rising, people want to get involved in these chains apart from Ethereum and even beyond Ethereum. So that's where we thought we will enable beyond just Ethereum chain across Ethereum chain and eventually adopt Solana, Tezos, Near and other ecosystems down the line. The third major problem we saw was gas payment. On day 0 when you come onto the platform and to set up your Gnosis safe, you have to pay gas fees. That's a big hurdle for the off-chain investors to come on board. So what we do right now is reduce the cognitive load and pay the gas fees for the user for setting up the Gnosis safe as well as their voting and all the on-chain operations that are happening on the Polygon layer. So our entire storage and operational layer is on Polygon through which we bear the gas fees for the user. Fourth and most important part, which I think is a general problem in the blockchain infrastructure, is that your e-mandates or recurring infrastructure or SIP type of payments are not possible, which is usually how the members of these chain or members of these club invest in this investment club, that they have a fixed per month subscription fee that they give to the investment club, apart from the fact that they contribute to investment that is coming to the club. So this is something I think which we are trying to solve with recurring reminders right now on a monthly basis using their emails. We are also exploring some opportunities with Drip or Superfluid. Ideally, we are exploring Loop Crypto, wherein they are trying to solve it in an e-mandate fashion where a monthly fee is being solved for. But this is one open problem. Maybe on the three problems we solved, this is how we differentiate with the competitors in the market. One thing that we enable is that when you fractionalize or buy an NFT together using our platform, the utility is preserved in the sense that you can claim future airdrops, whitelist and other perks that come along with the NFTs. You can individually purchase assets rather than investing in a basket or a pool of a particular collection that allows you to invest alongside multiple asset classes. The types of governance that we discussed earlier, those are the all four governance that we allow. Two of them work in a public fashion, while two of them work in a private fashion. So either if one person or a group of people are managing the Gnosis safe, it is a private vault. But if it's a governed vault, where either you're doing a weighted voting or a democracy, the platform has written modules on top of Gnosis safe, which allows you to do that form of governance. And all of this is not manual, considering the private cases. Gasless, I think we've spoken about this. This is one of our key differentiation factors. Multi-chain fundraising. So I think most of us in the gig economy are earning in various currencies on various chains. And when you want to deploy, right, you always have to bridge and then deploy across these apps. So we've integrated a solution that allows you to bridge funds and directly deposit into the currency the fund is raising for. And that makes the experience seamless for the user, that they don't have to worry about what token and chain they hold money on, As long as they have an intent to invest, they can invest on the platform. This is our acquisition strategy for early stage to later stages. Right now, our core focus is on waitlist and referrals. We've created a gamified experience of waitlist where anyone who comes onto the waitlist is given certain amount of points. If they come via referral, they get some more points. If they tweet about us after connecting wallet on the website, they get some more points. This has led to some numbers on the waitlist, which I'll speak about in the next slide. So this is the strategy which is in place and has been working well for us. For supply side, we've identified certain NFT veterans and DeFi veterans based on strategies that we've studied using chain analysis on what kind of NFT flippers are in the top 1 percentile, and what kind of DeFi traders are in the top 1 percentile. We've identified certain wallets, so we plan to communicate to these wallets using airdrop mechanism that these are the clear perks that the platform has to offer for you, and this is how you can join the platform and get these perks and create funds on chain which your community can invest alongside. This is an activity we plan to start in a coming week. Awareness is more about educating the users on how the platform works and in general about how the space of collective investment has been growing after once we explained all the factors and features of the platform. And we feel content will help educate the users which are not native currently, which is a later stage of late majority that we want the product to adopt. Communities. So we are part of a lot of Reddit, Discord, and Telegram communities as a team where people were fractionalizing NFTs or investing alongside with the admins that were managing the money. We were investing in their Gnosis safe. So these are some communities that are, 3 of these communities are currently testing the private beta, and we want to promote more about the new features and how this can add value to the existing communities using our network. We also want to partner with projects who want to set up funds. So we're currently working on a product where we can allow startup investments on chain. So we have a roll-up vehicle for your startup on AngelList where you can take in fiat money. We want to enable it for Web3 where if you want to do a SAFT raise, you don't have a tokenomics figure out, you can just come to the platform, simply set up your core parameters and create a SAFT raise in few clicks, and that makes it easier for a founder to set up a link and then just give it to any investor and they can invest from whatever token or chain they are a part of. Long term is just hygiene stuff, that is SEO, SEM and social media. One interesting thing that we've observed is Instagram Reels and TikTok where certain players in the West have done some really good work in fintech and we want to adopt those frameworks. Right now we are majorly distributing via Twitter and we just launched on 4th August and this is what the launch looked like. We had over 14,000 wallets connected on the website. Over 10,000 of these verified the platform using connecting their wallet to their Twitter and reading about us on their Twitter. We have over 22,000 users on a 28 rolling basis. We gained 6,000 followers, 5,000 retweets and 5,000 likes on the launch tweet. And currently we are trying to ride on this momentum, speak to the top people who have come and referred more folks. The topmost referrer has brought in 300 folks, so we are trying to set up a chat with them to understand if they can set up a DAO. We've spoken to top 20 folks and have received a positive feedback from the dev product that is running. This is a little bit about my background. Prior to this, I graduated from digital in 2020. I've been a builder building a curation product for links called Curato, Splitwise on-chain called Friends, and a product for 3-click DAO tool called InstaDAO. All of these have come down to some way to build this right out of bed in December. I started building out in Web3 for 3 months and I've been building. Prior to this, I've been a PM at Thread looking after the main product for a year. And before that, I was looking at multiple different roles in product and partnerships. If there are any questions, you have to take it.
So how are you doing the cross-chain transactions? So let's say someone wants to, your DAO gets access to a private safe, right? How would your cross-chain transaction occur? What would the flow be?
So currently we are functioning across Ethereum. We have operated on 9 chains using Socket, which has maintained a transaction volume of over $350 million with partners like Zerion, Zappa, and they're also partnering with various other products. So we don't want to take on this load of aggregating, and And if somebody has proven like being out in the space and solving this problem, we want to integrate and grow the product so that it's a seamless experience for the user. So another example I'd like to add on is like for a user, the load to invest with the right investor is big. So what we do is we take trading data using for NFTs we use Upshot.ai, and for DeFi we use DeFi Llama. And based on these, we take out the trades for a particular wallet address on how their performance has been on chain, and we give a score to the user. That makes it easier for the investor, retail investor, to see that the person who's created the fund, how long they have been in the space, and whether it's somebody they would like to invest with or not.
Correct. So, I just have an opinion, which is basically there are other players in this space. A lot of DAOs are investment DAOs, and that's what a lot of these DAOs do. So I think the main thing that you can do to differentiate yourself from them is to show a lot of data. So if there is someone doing a pre-sale, you can show the circulating supply, how much is being diluted, what is the vesting schedule, and kind of people being able to see all of that data, it will be much more easier to read, and the members of the DAO will exactly know how much that they have and what they can expect in the future.
Yeah, I would love to show the product. So on our product page, we do explain as much data in governance as well as the liquidity and what kind of a percentage model the asset manager works on. I would love to jam on some specific data points later which you have.
I can vouch for that.
Sure.